It's not every day that we get a bona fide superstar on the radio, but today's the day, and it's Bailey Zimmerman. Bailey, how are you?
Oh, man, I just got done golfing, and I feel just fantastic. And I'm going to golf again after we get off the phone, I think, too.
Hey, you going to give me a score?
I didn't keep score. I've been working on, man, if it was a chipping contest or an irons contest or a driving contest, that's fine. But when I get to go putting, I can't read the ground, man. I gotta get better at putting, so I've been working on that.
I'm going to give you some advice that a good buddy of mine who's a 5 handicap gave me, okay?
Holy crap, all right, deal.
Yeah, he's good. Now, we all get down there and we look at our putts, right? And we try to figure out what way the ball's going to go. He said, you got to walk the line of the putt, and you got to stop, and you got to feel the ground. He said, and here comes the line, he said, your eyes will deceive you, but your feet never will.
Your eyes will deceive you, but your feet never will.
That's right.
All right. Well, I'll practice that this afternoon.
You know, if we do nothing else today, I feel I've helped you.
No, you have. No, anything is helpful, man, because I have no idea what's going on. So anything is helpful. Thank you.
Well, for a guy who has no idea what's going on, he's got a lot going on. It's amazing to me that less than 3 years ago, were you working on the pipeline in West Virginia 3 years ago?
I built pipeline out there in 2018 to 2019.
Okay. So let's say 4 years ago, here you are working on the pipeline in West Virginia, and that's amazing work. And you put a song on TikTok, and it's called Never Coming Home. And from that moment forward, your life has changed. Have you had a chance to reflect on how much has happened in like 4 years?
I honestly reflect every single day, honestly, man. I wake up and I just think about everything. I think about the day that I went to my mom and Never Coming Home and went viral on TikTok, but I didn't know how to record a song. But then I figured out that you could go to Nashville and you could, this is about 5 hours after I quit my job, and my mom didn't know I quit my job. And I didn't have no money. I had no money. And I figured out that there was this dude in Nashville, and he would record my song for $3,000. So all I had to do was get $3,000. So I went into my mom, and my buddy Gavin was going to put his $1,500 up. And I said, Mom, first, I quit my job. And she's like, you did what? I was like, yeah, I quit my job. Second, I had this song go viral, look. And I showed her the TikTok, and she was like, what does that mean? And I'm like, honestly, I have no idea, but people want me to record this song. And I figured out that if I record this song, it's going to cost me $3,000. And if you give me $1,500, Gavin will also put $1,500 up, and I can record this song. And if I get this many streams, I can pay you back in this many weeks, and I can make sure you get your money back. And all this stuff, man, I had it down. I calculated all the streams. If I could just do this, I could pay her back, and then I could start my music career, and I really wanted to do that. And it was that's what keeps me going every day, man, going in the front living room and Mom's freaking out, but then giving me $1,500 out of her purse to go record the song, So from there to here has been a pretty wild freaking ride.
I have two thoughts on that. First of all, you said, okay, if I get this many streams, it's going to pay me this, and I can do that, and I can pay Mom back. And you were right.
Yes, praise the Lord.
And the other thing that's compelling to me in this is that a lot of people's mother would have said, you go back to that pipeline, you apologize, and you get your job back. But your mom gave you the $1,500, and I think she's a saint for that.
Oh, yeah, she looked at me and she said, do you believe in it? I said, more than I believe in anything. And she said, all right, deal, I'll give you the money. And then I went and we did it, and now we're here, baby.
Man, she bet on you.
That's crazy.
She bet on you, and I love that.
She really did. My mom's bet on me since day one, though, man. She's always let me do what I want. She is the betness on BZ.
I had a chance, and it was very quick, and you met a lot of people out at the Canadian Country Music Association Awards last fall. You performed on the TV show. You're going to be back in our neck of the woods this summer, Boots and Hearts.
Oh, gosh. Let's freaking go. That's going to be a crazy one.
Trust me when I say you're right. It is going to be crazy, and you're going to love every bit of it.
Especially with Nickelback and Hardy.
How about that?
Holy crap. Yeah, that's going to be a good one.
Big announcement came out the other day, too, about Religiously the Tour. There's a lot of big dates coming up in 2024. It's also the name of the single. What are we trying to say in the song Religiously?
Man, really I didn't write the song right off the bat. I kind of jumped in on writing the song at the end when I had got the demo and it was already written, and I changed it to the country music you hear now, and I changed the melodies up, and I changed a couple words and here and there. But to me, personally, I don't know what it means to the writers that wrote it, but to me, the song personally kind of shed the light on your pride and how pride can get in the way of something so beautiful, man. It's one of the worst things in the world, pride and ego. And in the song, it just talks about, man, if I'd have just put my pride to the side, I would probably still have that woman that loved me so much. But I couldn't, and I didn't, and now I don't have it anymore. So it kind of just shed the light on being grateful for what you got and not letting your pride get ahead when when you're in the wrong, or whether you're in the wrong or not, just not letting your ego and your pride get ahead.
Bailey Zimmerman is here, and again, thank you for doing this for radio in Canada, and Religiously, the single's out, and so is Religiously, the album. Now, we know of the singles and those who stream your music all the time. They become pretty loyal fans. But if I get my hands on Religiously, the album right now, what's the song on there that I maybe don't know that you would suggest I run to, that I got to check it out?
I got two of them for you, honestly. A song called You Don't Want That Smoke.
All right.
Because it's just a heck of a freaking song. And a song called Chase Her. Those are my two favorites off. But man, all right, Zimmers, you got a song called Warzone, and then you got a song called Other Side of Letting Go. There's so many. I'm attached to these songs, though, so it's not really fair for me to tell them. Because these songs hold such a special place in my heart. For the last 2-3 years we've been writing them. So
good.
It's but yeah, I'd have to say You Don't Want That Smoke and Chase Her. I would go and make sure I listen to those and check them out. You may hate them, but you also may love them. So
I'll bet I'll love them.
Yeah, I hope so.
I'll bet I will, because there's nothing I've heard you release yet that I didn't think wasn't a heater, and Religiously's no exception to that, so I'm going to go find those tracks.
All right, deal. Thanks. Let's go.
Boots and Hearts 2023. Bailey Zimmerman's going to be coming in like his hair's on fire. I hope it's not, because it's a beautiful flow. And I hope to see you before the show, and don't pretend you don't know me, all right?
I would never. Are you kidding me? Come on. Come on.
Bailey Zimmerman, safe travels. I could natter your ear off all day. One more thing before. I've been firing questions at you. Do you have any questions for me before I let you go?
Are you married?
Yeah, I am. I've been married. It'll be 21 years in September. How about that?
You got some kids?
I have 2 kids. One of them's going to be with me at Boots and Hearts. My daughter Molly's 19, and she can't wait for Boots. And my son, who we were talking about golf, my son's going to be 16 next week, and this kid's almost 6'4" and hits a ball a mile.
Holy freaking crap. Well, have him teach. We should go golfing when I come to Boots. We'll just go golfing, and he can teach me a thing or two.
You, my friend, have an appointment.
All right, deal. I'm in. Count me in.
Where do people find Bailey Zimmerman on socials?
At Bailey Zimmerman.
I am so happy to have a front row seat to see how your career unfolds. This conversation we've had today's made my day. Bailey Zimmerman, safe travels.
Thanks, buddy.